Alright, good day guys. Andre here from the Strongman, and we are here today at Starcoms because most of the equipment you'll see around us here. And as promised, we're quickly going to run through the rules and regulations for nationals. Okay, from the first event to the last event. So I want you guys to quickly have a look at the lines here. Just imagine this is the 0 meter and this is your 20 meter line. Right, so first event is your yoke walk over 20 meters. So what will happen is the judges will tell you to take your position up, starting behind the line. Then you'll blow the whistle, go, and then you'll proceed over until you break the 20 meter line. You physically have to come over the line. Okay, you will be allowed 2 drops, that is it, within your 20 meter. Drop it once, you'll get a warning. You drop it twice, it'll stop right there. If you stop it and drag it, then you will be penalized. They call it a foot, so it's about 15 centimeters, which will be brought back once we've measured your line. Right, so that is your first event. Then the second event will be the push press. Alright guys, so I'm going to ask my model over there, please come around. Alright, so now with the push press, it's the axle push press. I've got 2 axles. I've got the silver axle, then I've got the black one without the knurling. It all depends. The amateurs and the novices and the ladies, we're going to divide them up. Some of you will be using the tire. The amateur open guys especially, they will be using the wagon wheel. Okay, so the wagon wheel will be on there, and then some of the ladies might use the weights. Okay, so we'll have 3 stations. We will set it out so you will either be using the tires, or you'll be using the wagon wheel, or we'll have the normal weights. Right, for the push press. Right, so rules. We'll tell it to start. Once you tell it to start, you'll clean it up, and then you press. Okay, all the way up. Okay, all the way up, wait, up, okay, head through, that's 1, okay, that's it, and then down, then you press, okay, and then that's 2, then come down, alright, then you can put it down. You do not have to put it down every time. Okay, just to give an indication of height-wise, that's why we don't have collars on. Andre, just put the wagon wheel on quickly, just put it next to it. You'll see that the wagon wheel is just slightly higher, ever so slightly, than this. Right, so that is for the open amateur guys. You will definitely be using the wagon wheel, that is yours. And then the rest of the guys, you'll either have the tire or you'll have the rubber weight when you do this. Okay, then we'll be going to the distance carry. All right, so again, the open amateur guys, you will be using the Africa Stone. Okay, Africa Stone is about 165 kilograms. If we don't have the Africa Stone, something happens, then you'll be carrying the Husafel. Okay, if we do have the Africa Stone, that's great. That means that we have got this over here, the T-Cross. So most of the amateur divisions, this is what you'll be using. Andre, would you mind just picking it up for us? Okay, so rules and regs, same thing. You'll imagine the line, you start behind the line. You do not drop this at all. So we'll blow the whistle, your time starts. For 60 seconds, you walk as many of those 20 meters as what you can. Every time, if you can come down here please. Every time you walk, your foot has to cross the line. Cross, then you turn. So you have to break the entire line. Not just there, not just, your foot must go across, then you can turn around. Okay, so that is the rules for this. You do not drop it. If you drop it, then that is it. You stop right there. Nice and heavy, eh? Okay, yeah. This is without any weight. As you can see, it's nice and big, it's uncomfortable, it's exactly what we want. Okay, so for those that will, this is just empty at the moment.
Yeah,
for those that won't be using this or the Husafel, we've got the sandbag. Same thing, you'll be using the sandbag, you pick it up, and then you'll walk with the sandbag. So there's a variety. Okay, mostly the novices will be using the sandbag. The heavier guys will either be using the Husafel, T-Cross, and then you obviously get the heavyweights, which will be using the Africa Stone. Okay, so that is for day 1. Then we move over to day 2. We have got the axle deadlift for reps. Okay, now amateur open guys, you'll be using the car deadlift. As you know, head-to-head car deadlift. Again, the amateurs weight divisions and the ladies, you will either be using the tires to deadlift from. The open guys be using the wagon wheel. We will put you on a little platform, so you're not going to get away with it. As you can see, it's not that much difference from a normal one. So we'll give you a little plank, and then you'll have 2 planks when we give you the wagon wheels. Great, straightforward. So with that, sorry, that's why I don't want any collars on. Deadlift, it's like always. Okay, get the command, you start, and then all the way lock out. Okay, lock out, shoulders back, knees straight, hips through. And then we'll say down. Then you go down, and then you go again. Okay, and then up and down. So for the deadlift, you'll either be using tires, or you'll be using the wagon wheel, or you'll be using normal plates. Okay, but the height will be, so you can train, if you don't have these implements, it doesn't matter, you can train with normal weights to get that height adjustment. All right, then we get to the final one. Okay, Hendrik, please. All right, so with the final one, exactly the same thing. Everybody knows how to do farmers. So please take the farmers. Okay, put it aside for me, please. No, you're right, sorry, I apologize. Right, so this is the way it's going to run. I'm quickly going to put this over here. Just going to put this in its place, because we have to move it around a bit. There we go. Alright, so what you will do is, pretend this is not here. So you'll take your farmers, just move up a bit. You will start behind the line. Okay, you'll start behind the line. The whistle will go. Then you'll pick up your farmers, you go. You will cross the line. Once you've crossed the line with any part of the farmers, then you move to the next. Your judge will tell you, go, right. So you'll move, then it's going to be sandbag to shoulder. So you run, you get there, you put the bag up on the shoulder, and let's turn this way, and this hand must show like that, right? If it doesn't do this, they will not tell you that's it, to move on. Okay, so again, from the floor onto your shoulder, just lay on your shoulder, and then hand out all the way there. You can smile, you're enthusiastic. All right, then you put it down. Okay, very important, you put it down in front of your yoke. I'll tell you why. Then you run around, you will find your, there we go. Okay, your duck walk, but you'll go this way, now you'll run this way. Okay, then you'll run your 20 meters this way, past the line, put it down, then you'll run back to your sandbag, and the last one is get the sandbag over. And the moment your sandbag is over and it touches the floor, your time stops. Okay, so just a recap of that. So you run with your yoke, we'll start on the opposite side, your farmers, I apologize. You run your 15 or 20 meters. Once you get there, you'll take your sandbag to your shoulder, put the sandbag down strategically, nice and close to this. You take your duck walk, you run back, you cross the line with your duck walk. So you cross it, put it down, you run back, take your sandbag, it's so heavy, throw it over, and the moment it hits the floor, your time stops. Alright guys, so that's just a basic breakdown of the weights. It's a breakdown of the events and the sequence. If there's any questions, please ask me, please put it in the comment, please forward it to me, email me, WhatsApp me, SMS me, Skype me, whatever you want to use, whatever social platform, and then I will clear it up as best as possible. Alright guys, best of luck for those guys prepping, and then we'll see you in August.